A coalition of civil society organizations staged a peaceful protest in Lagos to demand justice for residents and investors of Okun-Aja who reportedly lost their lands due to wrong alignment of the area. The protesters, operating under the banner of the coalition of civil society organizations, also called for the immediate and unconditional release of one of their members who they allege was unlawfully detained during the controversy surrounding land clearances for the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project. The demonstration drew attention to what they described as a pattern of intimidation and high-handedness by government authorities and private developers operating in the area. The group alleged that their member, known as Obanla, was abducted by military personnel under the directive of the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, at the Windhomes project site, one of the contentious locations implicated in the ongoing highway development. According to the protesters, the ongoing realignment of the coastal highway, which has affected several communities along the corridor, is part of a broader agenda of land acquisition that lacks transparency and ignores the rights of existing landowners and residents. They accused the minister and his agents of using state power to dispossess citizens, labeling the exercise as a form of land grabbing masked as national infrastructure development. In addition to the protest, the protesters submitted a formal petition at the Federal Ministry of Works. The letter, addressed to relevant authorities, outlines their grievances, demands for reparations to displaced persons, and calls for a halt to further intimidation and forced evictions. A representative of the Minister of Works received the petition and assured the delegation that it will be duly forwarded to the appropriate quarters. The coalition emphasized that their protest was not only about the release of their colleague, but also aimed at raising public consciousness about the broader human rights implications of the ongoing land clearances. They vowed to continue advocating for justice and accountability until their demands are met and the rights of affected communities restored.
Our demands are simple. In a road construction that involves the government, there's always a term of negotiation between the owners of properties has been destroyed and the government. But what we see in this situation is a minister who decided to use his own power and authority over the people. And that was why he chose to pay peanuts to the people whose property has been destroyed. And we're saying that is not good enough in a democratic setting. And we're saying that he should revisit that compensation aspect of it by negotiating with people whose property has been taken away. Once he does that and there's an alignment or agreement between him and the people, then there will be fairness. But as at this time, what we're seeing is an oppression against the people. And again, at the period where he visited the project site, a Nigerian, Mr. Obanla, who happens to be a security within that vicinity, was abducted by soldiers. And we have been asking for his release. Yet till date, he has not been released. And so we're also asking Mr. Minister to do the needful by making sure that Mr. Obanla is released to the family members, or else we'll be on the street again to demand for the release of Obanla. But most importantly, the federal government under this present administration has been calling on Nigerians in diaspora to put down their money to invest in this country. A lot of people whose property has been destroyed in that axis are in the diaspora.
I'm here because a Nigerian was arrested. In fact, we are worried that we think it's no longer an arrest but an adoption, because the law says if anyone is arrested, you should be charged to court within 24 or 48 hours. In the case of this young man, Obala, he has been held incommunicado for days, running to weeks, and we feel that is an adoption. His location is only known, to the best of our knowledge, to the Honorable Minister of Works, and we feel the minister should please help to explain the plight, what led to his adoption, and also get him released if possible. When the minister comes, the template of discussion is only known to him. The agenda is known to him. For example, many of the property owners said they never had any notice that government is interested in their property. Many of the property owners said their properties were demolished without compensation. We are saying they deserve prompt and adequate compensation.
Right. Was adopted from the site the day the workers of the Minister of Works was walking through our land that they have illegally occupied. So the soldiers came in and they are like, everybody at the site must get out from the site. So that was why he was abducted. Other staff were beaten and their phone carted away. So they abducted him, and until now we have not seen him. That's Ola Obanla. He's a staff of Williams. They have this foreign direct investment for people, Nigerians in diaspora. And as a result of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that Nigerians in diaspora should come back home and invest. And that is why they brought such a huge amount of money to come and invest in Nigeria. What we are calling for is the due compensation to this, because they cannot make rubbish of this foreign direct investment and let go like that.
Okay.